Hey guys, there's a reason you can only see my legs, and that reason will be made apparent to you in just a moment. But I just want to talk about something here real quick, okay? How many of you watching my videos are 13 right now? How many of y'all are 13-year-olds that are watching this? Because I know that for a lot of 13-year-olds that the spinners are the thing that's in. I got one sparkly pink. Well, I'm not 13. I was 13 24 years ago because I'm 37. But I want to show you what was the in thing when I was 13 in 1993. Y'all ready for this? Okay? Here's what was big when I was 13. It was Pogs. And that's only some of my collection. That's only some of my Pogs. Okay, I had all kinds of Pogs. Let me back up so there's a little more room. I had so many Pogs. I've still got my Pogs. Look at them, sparkly Pogs, just Pogs everywhere. Pogs, Pogs. Pogs. Look at all these Pogs. Can't even flip them all over. That's just one part of my collection. Hold on a second. Let me get these out of the way. This will be fun to clean up later. Oh, let's just pour out the rest. There we go. Hey, how about another tube of them? And some of these are collector's items. You see? I got a whole bunch of Power Ranger Pogs. These are the Pogs that I didn't play. Well, these I won, but these are Pogs that I didn't play. Because, you know, they're collectibles, you know, but they're like the Power Morphers and for all the different colored Rangers. And these are Pogs that I've won. I like them because they're holographic, obviously. I'm not going to be putting these up close to the camera. I can't lean over and reach that far. I don't want to fall over. But yeah, there's Street Fighter. Oh, you think that's all of it? Really? Well, let me move these over. You think that's the end of the collection? Oh, honey. No, 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 no. Okay, let me keep these separate. I will just sort these back into what they're supposed to be in a few minutes. Let's see. There's this one, which is full of slammers. And this is also full of slammers. Now, I think there's Pogs and slammers in this one. I've not opened it in many, many years. So, I need to remember how. There we go. Yep. Slammers. There you go. And more slammers in here. This is the first Pog case I ever owned. Pink, of course. Because I love pink. So anyway, I'm going to dump out my slammers. Oh, there is a couple of extra Pogs in here. Okay. Oh yeah, my Godzilla Pog. Love my Godzilla Pog. Okay. Now, how did Pogs work? Well, you got your slammers, like these. So I got my White Ranger Slammer, got a Red Ranger Slammer, I've got a Pink Ranger Slammer. Pink Ranger's my favorite. And let's see, I've also got a Black Ranger Slammer, but it's obviously been used. You can tell it's scratched up, and of course, oh, you want metal slammers? So I got two of this one, so I couldn't lose them. You know, if I hit a poison, I could still have a Kimberly Slammer. The Pink Ranger Slammers. These are metal. These are metal. These are plastic. And these are just thin plastic slammers. And you can see they're thin. They're thin. And these are a little bit thicker. You know, it varies. But let me find you my beast. Let me get my beast out. Okay? Because I got my biggest slammer right here. Now there's an image of a spider on the other side, so if you have arachnophobia, you might want to look away for just a moment, because this is my Black Widow. This is my killer. This is my killer slammer. It's thick, and it is metal. It's metal. It's heavy. I mean, you can hear it slapping into my hand. That's heavy. I mean, you hold this thing, it's got a weight to it. I mean, if I drop it, it makes noise. You see? It is heavy. The slammer is heavy. You know, it almost weighs as much as this entire case of slammers here. And these are metal. There's a lot of metal. There's plastic ones in here. Ugh, silverfish, get out of here. Get out of here, bug. Shoo. Shoo. Get out of here. Anyway, that was a disgusting surprise. Now let me see if I can find the first metal slammer I ever owned in here. I'm not sure if I have it in this collection. I might have lost it to a poison. But anyway, some of these are Pogs that I played, and others are Pogs that I didn't play because they were collectibles. But this is kind of how Pogs worked. I'm going to show you. Okay, let's get a pile about this many Pogs. Okay, I played them face down. I know some people played them face up, but I played face down. And I don't want to get a super loud slammer like this one, not my beast, because I don't want my parents running in here thinking that I am breaking things. So anyway, let me see. Let me get my purple one. This one's just a plain purple slammer. And here's how you play Pogs. Okay? You know, you get a pile here, and then you hit the slammer on them like this. And no Pogs flipped over. So that means nobody wins. If there was 2 players, the next person would take a turn. So just for the sake of another person taking a turn, let's do the green slammer. It's just like this one, except green. Let's try again. Oh, you see? I flipped some over. I flipped these over. These Pogs are now mine. And if they were yours, they're not yours no more. So these are my Pogs. I won these. Now, what do you do if you're down to just one? Well, you could do tiddlywinks like this, flip it over like that, and ta-da, I win this Pog. Now, if somebody has a poison, let me see, I don't know if I have my poisons. Any more of my poisonous. Let me see, they have the skull and crossbones on them. If you have a poison, you're in trouble if you flip over a poison. I don't know if I have one. I think I do. I'm pretty sure I have poison in here somewhere. Let me see. Oh, I got some Journey Pogs. Nice. I've not looked through my Pogs in a very, very long time. I remember most of them, but some of them I don't. Oh, Wile E. Coyote Pog. How about that? Okay, keep this over here. Let me see. I know there's poison Pogs in here because I remember having them. Poison Pogs are absolutely deadly. You don't ever want to flip one over. But some people can slip them in there. So, let me see. Well, I might have put them in somewhere special. Grrr, I know I had them. I could have sworn I had poison Pogs. I could have sworn I had poison. But anyway, if you were playing Pogs and you flipped over a poison Pog, you were in trouble. These are stuck. These are stuck. Yeah. I think my poisons might be in here. Stuck. But if you were playing Pogs and you flipped over a poison Pog, you lost your slammer. And these are really stuck. How did this even happen? Okay. They are stuck in this lid. But anyway, usually a poison Pog would have something like this slammer. It'd have a skull and crossbones. You know what I mean? Something is toxic or whatever. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I will find one in here, but I'm not going to root around here all day. But, oh, Free Willy. Oh, anti-drug Pog. Gosh, these are so old. But if you flipped over a Pog that had a skull and crossbones on it, you lost your slammer. You had to give your slammer up to the other person, to your opponent, which really sucked if you only had one slammer. So the goal was always to have as many slammers as you could. Gosh, these Pogs bring back so many memories. My goodness. My goodness. Oh, here they are. I found them. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, poison Pogs took on a variety of forms. Let's see, not this one. You didn't want to get any of these. You didn't want to flip any of these over. There's orange skull. There's also the venom fangs. That's another one that counts as a poison. Oh yeah, pure poison, like that. And a whole bunch of variety of pure poison Pogs, like this one. Then there's this one, which is just black with a shiny... Oh, Venom from Spider-Man. Get out of here. You're not supposed to be there. Yeah, more pure poison. Here's one with just a picture of the skull, but that's a poison Pog. Another one with the skull, that's a poison Pog. Oh yeah, very, very, very nice for the season. A Christmas poison Pog. Ho, ho, ho. Skull with a Santa hat. And poison with just an outline of fire. And poison wearing some kind of a helmet. I think it's a Viking helmet. Maybe. And just poison, poison, poison. You flip these over. You flipped any of these over. You lost your slammer. You said bye-bye to it. And slammers come in many forms too. You got the thick metal ones, and you also got thin metal ones too, like these. These are thin metal ones. You know, some of these I won off other people, and some of them were gifts, and some of them were, well, when I was a teenager, I was not always very well behaved, so some of them are 5-finger discounts. There was a game store that I would go to, and I would take them. I'd hide them in my pockets. I was a little turd. Oh yeah, Beavis and Butthead. But yeah, I just helped myself to some of these. Some of these. Let's see, this one? This one? Yeah, I think this is one of the ones I took. This one. I was 13, you know, when you're 13, you're kind of a douchebag sometimes. I was. It was right when the bullying was really starting to get bad at school, so I was starting to act out, but yeah, some of these are not legally purchased, really, I guess you could say. See, I'm trying to remember which ones I took, because that was a long time ago. Oh yeah, I found them. Found the ones that I took. I think there's... Yeah, these are these ones. This one has a hologram of a skull in it. This one has a hologram of a T-Rex skeleton head. And this one has a hologram of the American flag. I never played with these. I didn't want people to know I had them because I took them. I mean, I was 13 and I stole them, yes. You know, yeah, when I was a kid, I did shoplift a couple times. It was very scary. I want to slap myself back in that day because that was just wrong to do. Let's see, this is something I won off a kid I really hated. You know, I got him up with a poison. Let me see if I can remember which one. I don't think I remember which poison I used on him. I think it was the blue one, but I'm not sure. But, yeah, there's some people that they play Pogs, they play them face up like this. So they'll put them like this and they'll play it like this. And they'll flip them over like that. And then whichever Pogs are face down, that would count, then you win these. But I've always seen them played face down like this. I prefer to play Pogs face down because then you don't damage the top. Oh yeah, my plain holographic one. This one's really cool. This one's really cool. It's just plain holographic pattern, just Visual stimming. I would have this out in class and I would just stare at it like this. And I would get in so much trouble. We're not supposed to have Pogs at school, but I would get off I would get away with it because I wasn't playing them. I would just have them. You know, not a lot of people wanted to play Pogs with me, but this is what was in when I was 13. I mean, some of these belong to Charles, my boyfriend at school. Oh yeah, I found another poison that was mixed in with all the rest. But you can barely tell that it counts as a poison because it's only half the skull. I should put this with my poisons. Which, over here. Okay. I try to keep my poisons in one place so I know where they are. But anyway, yeah. When I was a kid, Pogs were it. Pogs were the thing. Here's my Kimberly Pog. Right over here. I got a whole bunch of like Power Ranger Pogs. And I've also got Jurassic Park Pogs. And some X-Men Pogs, you know, Marvel. But right around the area of 1993, when I was 13, Pogs were it. So, just thought I would take you down a little bit of memory lane back to when dinosaurs ruled the earth. And it was Pogs. And now I got a mess to clean up. Bye-bye!